Thank you for coming today to celebrate and recognize these amazing retirees and their impact on the Etiwanda School District. Their lifetime of commitment to our students, teachers, staff, and families set the foundation for our success and excellence in education.
Eileen Aquila has been a full-time credentialed band teacher for 38 years. She started out as a sub working in multiple school districts, and after 1 year of subbing, she taught band in Monrovia at Santa Fe Middle School, in Chino at various elementary schools and Townsend Junior High, and in Upland at various elementary schools before coming to Etiwanda in 2001. She has taught band at Terra Vista, D.W. Long, Solorio, East Heritage, West Heritage, Summit Intermediate, and Heritage Intermediate during her 22 years in our district. In her time at Heritage, she has taught 5th through 8th grade band, jazz band, drumline, individually coached students, hosted group sessions before and after school, taken her bands to perform at assisted living facilities, festivals, and theme parks, and showcased all of her students with band performances throughout each year. She has diligently worked to foster a love of music in her students, and for that we are most grateful. Her fondest memories from her tenure are the times that she has seen former students return to support and attend concerts at Heritage Intermediate School. In her retirement, Eileen is looking forward to seeing her grandson more, hiking, bicycling, volunteering at church, and taking her dog Shadow into nursing homes and hospitals as a therapy dog. We will miss you, Mrs. Aquila, and we wish you the best in your retirement.
Mrs. Erin Belamini has taught in the Etiwanda School District for 25 years. For 23 of those years, Summit Intermediate has been lucky to have her. During her 25 years, she has taught 8th grade for all but 1 year, which she taught 7th. Her greatest memories and accomplishments in teaching come when students come back to visit and thank her for being their teacher and making a difference for them. She is also fulfilled in her teaching career when she receives validation from her colleagues that she appreciates and cherishes. The summer of 23 is going to be remarkable for Mrs. Belamini, as she is not only celebrating retirement, but her 40-year wedding anniversary and her 60th birthday. She will start her retirement off by taking a cruise around the country of Greece. She also plans to go on additional cruises, visit her daughter and family in Florida, spend time with her grandchildren, spend more time gardening, as well as visit her house in Lake Havasu more often, where she can enjoy the lake and fishing during retirement. We will miss Mrs. Belamini at Summit, but are very excited for her as she starts this next chapter in life.
Karen Cheek began working at Etiwanda Intermediate School in 1994 as the computer clerk. Every morning she had to insert floppy disks into each computer to boot them up. Not too long afterwards, she became our ASB and accounting clerk. Karen kept meticulous records on every field trip, event, and spent many hours selling PE clothes. We could always count on Karen for spirit-themed days to be dressed to the nines. She was also our official office decorator for every holiday or season. Karen plans to spend her retirement with her husband, Brian, traveling to their favorite places, which include Lake Tahoe and Hawaii. She will love spending time with her 2 children, Krista and Kevin, and her 6 grandchildren. We will miss you, Karen. Enjoy your time. You deserve it.
Mary Dennis is an amazing and caring first grade teacher. She has been teaching in the Etiwanda School District for 19 years, beginning her career by opening Etiwanda Colony Elementary as a substitute teacher. Mary has taught grades Kinder, First, Second, Third, and 2-2-3 combos. Mary loves the aha moments of teaching. She loves to see her students' growth from the beginning to the end of the year. She also loves seeing or hearing about former students and how they are reaching their dreams as they grow into adulthood. As Mary put it, she was a late bloomer, becoming a teacher later in life after staying home with her 3 kids. She started out volunteering in her youngest first grade class, teaching art, which turned into teaching art to the whole school. Mary made the decision to go back to school and get her teaching degree and says it was the best decision she ever made. Mary has many favorite teaching moments, but she is going to miss hearing her students tell her they love coming to school and the interaction with her students the most. When Mary is retired, she plans to spend time with her 2 grandbabies and see them on a more regular basis and not just on the weekends. She has big plans, like going to the zoo in the middle of the week, finding critters and leaves on their walks and at the park. Mary wants to do all the things that she has yearned for and waited many years to do. Mary, we are going to all miss you tremendously. You have made Etiwanda Colony a great place to be. A piece of our hearts are retiring with you. We wish you the best.
Billy Dieters began teaching in the Etiwanda School District in 1994 when she opened Terra Vista as a first grade teacher. She started that school year with 42 first grade students. Billy then went on to open D.W. Long in 1999 as a kindergarten teacher. From there, Billy transferred to Colony where she taught second grade, then kindergarten and TK. Billy remained at Colony until 2017 when she opened Falcon Ridge Elementary and has taught kinder or TK ever since. Billy has been one of the first people our families get to know in the Etiwanda School District for many years. Billy's love for her students is evident in all that she does. You know they feel the same way when year after year they are so excited to see her on the playground and at our family events. Billy is retiring this year so that she can spend more time with her family. All of her grandchildren live in Texas. Billy and her husband plan to buy an RV and hit the road for many new adventures once the school year comes to an end. Billy will be greatly missed by all of her colleagues, friends, and students. Congratulations, Billy. We wish you the best.
In 2007, Marla started her Etiwanda School District career in child nutrition as a food service worker. After a short month as a substitute, she became a permanent employee at Etiwanda Intermediate. Falcon Ridge Elementary opened their doors to students in August 2017. Marla was appointed kitchen manager at a brand new school. Being a new manager in a new kitchen had its share of challenges and rewards. Marla is a natural trainer. She trains staff so well they often advance to positions of greater responsibilities. She took pride in preparing quality school meals for students, including the many meals with diet restrictions. Marla loves spending time with her family and her two precious dogs. She has been planning a trip to Ireland this summer and is excited to go. In a few years, Marla will be moving to Georgia, where her family will also be. She is looking forward to being able to travel more and enjoy the way of life in Georgia. Now that you're retiring, Marla, we wish you much happiness in all of your travels and family time.
Walt Frizzell started in the Etiwanda School District in 1998 as one of the custodians at EIS. Walt enjoyed his time with middle school staff and students until 2007 when he opened Purdue Elementary. Walt has been an unwavering support for our school community for the past 16 years. Walt was planning to retire last school year until he lost the love of his life for 42 years. He decided to stay on one more year with his Purdue family by his side to help him transition through his loss. Walt is excited to look for a part-time gig and a hobby that brings him joy. He looks forward to traveling and going back to visit his roots in Minnesota. Walt, we love you and we will miss you each and every day.
Kathy Fusco is retiring from education with a solid track record of helping children. Kathy began teaching in 1996 at Lincoln Elementary, where she landed a 5-6 combo. In true Kathy fashion, she rocked the combo. After serving at other various schools, she landed at Long Elementary School in 2001, where she taught first grade, third grade, and fourth grade. In 2004, Kathy transferred to Grapeland Elementary School, where she was able to job share in first grade and second grade, and she also taught kinder and TK. Kathy can do it all. In 2020, Kathy came to John L. Golden, home of the Golden Stars, where she's been job sharing a third grade position. Kathy and her husband Carlo love to spend time at the River House, and they always seem to be traveling. Very soon they're heading off to Argentina, Italy, and Africa, and I think they have room for some guests. Kathy, you always see the best in children, and we all hope that you enjoy your retirement.
I would like to recognize the amazing service and commitment of Joanne Jenkins to our district and families. Joanne joined the district as a substitute teacher in 1989 and was then hired as a full-time teacher in 1990. She served as a teacher at Windrose for several years, then moved on to open D.W. Long Elementary with Carol Alexander, and then moved on to open Golden Elementary with Sherry Carmine. Joanne is always looking for an opportunity to innovate and grow. When a position opened in the Professional Development Center, Joanne became a full-time induction program support provider and professional development provider. It wasn't long before Joanne was leading the district's induction program and professional development program as a coordinator. She believed that this was her last role in Etiwanda until her heartstrings were pulled by the principal opening at West Heritage Elementary. Joanne took the leap to principal and never looked back. She loved the impact she could make at the student level. In her retirement, Joanne is looking forward to some travel in the RV and the future possibility of grandchildren. Hint, hint. Joanne, we wish you all the best in your glory years. Enjoy.
Norma Jimenez has been an instrumental part of our child care program for over 8 years now. Starting in March of 2015, Norma instantly immersed herself in all things child care. Her uncanny ability to connect and engage our TK and Kinder students made her a valuable asset to every site she worked at. Whether it was Etiwanda Colony or Falcon Ridge, Norma was able to create fun yet educational activities for our youngest learners. Now that Norma is retiring, she's looking forward to spending time with her husband while they plan amazing adventures together. Her first order of business after the last day of school is to get on a plane to board a Mediterranean cruise. When she returns, she's looking forward to completing the many items on her honey-do list. Norma, on behalf of the Child Care Department and all the students you have helped grow into the amazing kiddos they are now, thank you for your time with us and congrats on your retirement.
Ms. Sandy Kamiyama began her teaching career 32 years ago in the Ontario Montclair School District. In 2002, she joined the Etiwanda School District, where she taught math and science at Summit Intermediate for a couple of years, before transferring to Heritage Intermediate for 10 years. After 10 years, she found her way back to Summit, where she has remained since 2015, teaching all subjects throughout the years. She is grateful to be friends with former students and is proud that one student shared with her that being in her science class encouraged the student to pursue science in college as her major. Mrs. Kamiyama is grateful to have an incredible team of teachers to work with in the Etiwanda School District who have become lifelong friends that have seen her through many difficult life changes. In retirement, she is looking most forward to spending quality time with her 92-year-old mother, Gracie, being able to take her mom to visit friends in Orange County, and going on day trips to Pechanga or Yamava. She plans to take time to breathe and take in the gift of time. She will also spend time focusing on her side hustle, chalk couture, continue learning and performing taiko, and be more spontaneous and go with the flow of things. We will miss you immensely, Mrs. Kamiyama, and wish you all the best in your retirement.
Rosemary Kirkland began her journey in the Etiwanda School District 32 years ago as a sub. At the end of that year, she was handed a contract to teach on an emergency credential by Jean Newton at the district office. In her first year of teaching, she taught language arts, social studies, math, and science at Etiwanda Intermediate School. The following school year, she taught second grade at West Heritage. Then she moved to Summit, where she taught math, science, and one period of PE, which led to her teaching PE full-time. She finished out her career at Heritage Intermediate School, where she has taught PE for the past 20 years. Ms. Kirkland views a successful day as a day when students are moving and laughing, and it is rewarding for her to see students grow physically, socially, and emotionally. A highlight of her career was when she had the opportunity to teach a student who had Down syndrome. She enjoyed watching her gain confidence, try new things, and her peers cheer her on as she completed tasks well. Another highlight of her career was being called Auntie Kirkland by an 8th grade student who was 6'3" and from Tonga. She dismisses her students every day with be honest, be kind, and work hard. In her retirement, she is looking forward to being able to spend more time with her 7 grandkids and more time in McCall, Idaho, where she enjoys pickleball, tennis, hiking, mountain biking, snow and water skiing. She also looks forward to having more time to practice the piano and serve her Savior. We will miss you, Ms. Kirkland, and we wish you all the best in your retirement.
Dave McCosey is retiring from education with some great plans for his future. Dave began teaching in 1995 at Riley Elementary School in San Bernardino. He was hired as a 6th grade teacher in a bilingual classroom. In 1998, Dave landed his feet in Etiwanda teaching 5th grade at West Heritage Elementary School. Then in 2001, Dave decided to show middle school students that he knew his stuff, and he transferred to the new middle school of Heritage Intermediate. Dave was a fabulous 6th grade teacher, always engaging his clever students. 13 years later, Dave transferred to John L. Golden, home of the Golden Stars, where Dave has consistently led fifth graders on their journey to middle school. In retirement, Dave has a calling to follow in his father's footsteps and become a deacon in the Catholic Church. Dave and his wife, Juana, plan to travel to Scotland and France, and he's looking forward to coming back to schools to help fundraise for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, which is dear to him. Enjoy all of it, Dave.
Before choosing a career in education, Craig Paxton worked 24 years in the grocery industry. He did his student teaching at Etiwanda Intermediate. Craig stepped into 2 long-term substitute teaching positions, the first at Summit Intermediate after the first 2 subs quit, and the second at EIS. Craig found his niche and in 2006 was hired as a 7th grade math and science teacher at Etiwanda Intermediate, where he's been ever since. Craig loves to travel, cruise, explore new places, and participate in water sports. Upon retirement, he plans to buy some acreage, build a house, and join surrounding family members in Oklahoma. Craig will need to have plenty of room for guests because he is leaving behind many, many friends. We wish Craig a fantastic retirement. He will be missed.
Cindy Rose has worked in the district for 31 years. She has taught math, science, health, yearbook, and PE at EIS and SIS. For the last 19 years, Cindy has called Day Creek Intermediate home. And for those last 19 years, Mrs. Rose has been the spark plug that has made Day Creek run. Cindy has a love for her school and students that is infectious. She wants our students and staff to have as much fun as she is having. Her crazy and fun personality has brought smiles to thousands of students and hundreds of teachers over the years. After retirement, Cindy plans on running the health and fitness program at the outdoor resort in Palm Springs. She will be traveling in her RV until she can't, and playing pickleball, cornhole, golf, and line dancing as much as possible. The thing that Cindy will miss the most is her colleagues. She states that she has the most incredible, creative, and ridiculously funny team to work with. They have been her support crew from day one. She doesn't know how she will handle life without them. Cindy, thank you for bringing smiles to all of our faces. We will miss you greatly.
Kim Spangler is retiring from an amazing career as a classroom teacher. Kim began teaching in 1995 at Retchie Canyon Elementary School in the Colton School District. She was hired mid-year to take over a 3-4 combo class. Not exactly an ideal placement, but she obviously thrived. 5 years later, in the year of Y2K, Kim found her way to Etiwanda, landing a 4th grade teaching spot at Windrose Elementary. After 8 years, Kim transferred to John L. Golden, home of the Golden Stars, where she taught kinder for 4 years and then settled back into a 4th grade teaching position for the last 11 years. Kim is always with her colleagues and her friends. In the near future, Kim and her husband plan on moving to a family vineyard in Templeton, California. Kim and Mark will certainly do some traveling. Kim enjoys exercising, hiking, and gardening. Enjoy retirement, Kim.
Marie Stout is retiring from CP Lightfoot Elementary School. Marie began her teaching career in 2003 at Lightfoot. She spent 7 years there as a 3rd grade teacher and then moved to Purdue and Terra Vista to participate in the district's preschool program. When she was offered the opportunity to return to Lightfoot, she welcomed it and has spent the last 10 years teaching TK. Marie is an amazing teacher, and she has a heart of gold. She is dedicated and is always there for her students and parents. Marie always has everyone's best interest in mind, and Marie loves learning. In retirement, Marie plans on taking long walks in the morning and spending a lot more time at her favorite place, the beach. Marie will be missed by all of us at Lightfoot, but we all wish her the happiest of retirements.
Deborah Vasquez was a substitute teacher in the Etiwanda School District, and then shortly after became a Title I sub at West Heritage. She started teaching 4th grade at Terra Vista, and then moved to 2nd grade, which is where she absolutely fell in love. Thankfully, Deborah was my grade level chair for over 5 years. She loves reading and was in charge of our AR program for over 10 years. This year, she decided to take some time to take care of her mom and family. She retired mid-year and has been enjoying her time with her grandchildren, making memories with her mom and family. She's looking forward to many camping trips and concerts with her husband. She loves enjoying a quiet time with a good book and a cup of coffee when she gets a chance. Deborah, you will be missed.